Hello students, hope all are doing well. Today we are here to learn a new chapter of class 9. This is session 13, tables. In this chapter I'll be teaching you several different things that is related with the tables in a word processor. So let's get started. As we all know, table is used to organize information into the form of rows and columns. Each table can hold different kinds of text, numbers, images, and so many other things. Table can be of great use for creating interesting layouts of text as well as images. We can put a table inside a table also. So before starting the table, we need to understand what exactly a table looks like. So a table is basically a structure which is composed of rows and columns. Now columns are all the vertical set of data like this, and a row is the horizontal set of data. So this selected part is called a row and this selected part is called as a column. And when a particular row and a column meet with one another, they form a rectangular box, and that rectangular box is basically called as a cell. And cell is the place where we insert the data in it. Like say if I write our school's name here, so this cell is holding the data. So data is our Holy Cross School, and this particular box is called as a cell. So in this topic we are going to learn several different ways in which we can create a table. A table can be created in different ways. There are so many different ways to create a table. Now first of all, I will teach you the first way to create a table. Now we need to go to the insert tab, and in the insert tab we have got the tables group, and in the tables group you just have to select the option table, and you have to select the number of column as well as the number of rows. So we are going to create a table 5 columns and 4 rows. So this way we created the table. This is the first way, and the second way is going to the insert and clicking on insert table down here and give the number of columns and the number of rows. For example, if I write number of rows as 4, then if I click on OK, then what we have is a table created, which is 1 2 3 4 5 columns and 1 2 3 and 4 rows. Okay, now there are some of the things that we need to understand when we are going to this insert table. Now when you go to the insert table, that time we first give the number of rows and number of columns here in these two boxes. Then we have got these 3 options here. One is called as fixed column width, another one is auto fit to contents, and another one is auto fit to window. So what happens if I go for the fixed auto fit? If I go for this, then automatically the size of the table and size of the column will be adjusted automatically. Then after that we have got the auto fit to contents. Then the width of the cell will be adjusted according to the size of the cell. And if I click on auto fit to window, then the whole table will be fit in the window according to the size of the content or whatever we have inside the table. So let's see how it looks like. If I go for let's say 3 columns and 3 rows. And if I'm going for auto fit to this, okay, so here we have, let's say we have got roll number, name and class. So we have got serial number 1 and we have got Anita Sharma, class 9A, and roll number 2 Deepika Bansal 9A. So this is how our table looks like. Now this table is created with the contents with auto fill. So I hope you understood how to create a table. So this is very simple. Now next topic what we are going to learn is moving and resizing a table. Now how to move this table is very simple. Now just see, whenever we take our cursor inside the table, this table will have a small handle here in the top left corner. Now when we go and click on that top left corner, the whole table gets selected. Now we can move the table wherever we want. Now this way I can move the table wherever you want. Actually the table was here earlier. Now I have so this is the text which we have, and now I am trying to move this table before the text. I want the table before the text. This table, let it be here, the text let it be here, and I want this table to be put there. So just click and put it before the text. So this way I can move the table wherever I want. And for resizing, just take your mouse pointer again inside the table and just have a look at the right side bottom corner. Small handle is there. Click and drag it. So this way I can resize the table whatever size I want. I can make it bigger, I can resize it height wise, length wise, like this. So this is how we can resize the table. Then after that, for example, if you want to insert new data, let's say I've got roll number 2, I want to insert roll number 3. Now for that it's very simple. Just go to the last data, press the tab key from the keyboard, and you will see a new row is inserted, and you just try to put your new name, new data, let's say X. And when you have got more data inside the table and you want to move around, and if you want to move around, then there are so many different ways. For example, from this cell, as you can see, from this cell you want to move your cursor here, you can directly use the mouse pointer and you can move around. And another way is by using the tab key. You have got the tab key in the keyboard, and this tab key will take you to the next cell. You can keep on moving like this. Now for example, you are here and you want to move back to the previous cell. So for that, press the shift key and the tab key and you will go to the previous cell, sorry. Tab will take you to the next cell and shift and tab will take you to the previous cell. Now we will learn how to insert a new column or a new row. It's very simple. Suppose you want a new column, one more column here where I want to add a new let's say a new heading and new data in it. Then for that you need to go to the layout tab. I am not talking about this layout tab, I am talking about the table tools layout tab. A new layout tab comes out. So there you go, and select the place where you want to insert your new column. For example, I want to insert the new column here, then click on insert to the right side of this, insert right. You see, your new table, new column is inserted here. For example, if I want to insert a new column here in front of this, then you have to click on insert left. You see here. I hope you understood. You see here, suppose you want to insert it this side, then you will click on insert right. And if you want to insert in front, insert left. In the same way, for example, if I want to insert a new column after serial number 2, then insert below. And if I want to insert before this, insert above. So this way you can insert a new column and new row very easily. Now, if you want to select a row, or if you want to select a new column, then it's very simple. Suppose you want to insert the whole column, just click and drag over there, or you can go in front of the column, a mouse pointer comes and click on it. This is the way. Or if you want to select the whole column, let's say this column, then you can click on this, then whole column is selected. Or you can also use the layout tab. That layout tab comes only when we select the table. See here. Now what you have to do is select the icon here. Now there is one select icon. You can see the select icon. Now here select cell, select column, select row, or select table is there. Suppose you want to select only this cell, click on this, select cell. You can see this cell is selected. Now suppose you want to select the whole column, select column. Suppose you want to select the whole row, select row. Or in case you want to select the whole table, then select table. So this way you can select the whole table as well. Now sometimes there comes a situation where you need to delete the whole data from the table, or sometimes the whole row or the whole column. It's again very simple. For that you need to select either the row or the column that you need to delete. For example, I need to delete this whole column which I had added, so I'll go to this and I'll select it. Then after that what you need to do is go to this particular option from the layout tab itself. There is a delete, and select delete columns. Click on it and it is gone. In the same way, if you need to delete a row, suppose this row I want to delete, go this, select row, select delete rows. If you want to delete the whole table, then select table and delete table. So this way you can do whatever you want. Now sometimes I need this whole table in a new place also. We have got some text here, and I want this particular table to be in a new place also. So I can go to layout tab, I can select the table, then after that go to the home tab and I'll click on copy, go to the new place, suppose here, and you see the whole table is now in two places. So this is copy and paste. This is very simple. I hope you people know it already. Now let's go to another topic which is very important. Now sometimes there comes a situation where we need two cells to be acting as one cell, and that is generally called as merging cells. Merging cell is basically combining two or more cells into one cell. For example, these two cells, if you want these two cells to be acting as a single cell, then that is called as a merging of cells. So we can do this merging of cells very easily. first we need to select the cells which you want to combine or merge. Go to the layout tab, then after that we have got the option called as merge cell. Click on it and you will see these two cells are acting as a single cell. So merging cell means combining two or more cells into one cell, and this is basically used when we are writing a heading for a table or heading for a particular row or a column. In the same way, if you want two cells to be one cell to be acting as two cells, and that is basically called as splitting. Splitting is actually the reverse of merging. Let's say I want these cells to be divided into two cells, so I'll click on this, then I'll go to the layout tab, and in the layout tab we have got the split cells. Go to the split cells and it will ask you how many columns and how many rows. So I want these cells, the selected cells, to be split into two cells column wise. Number of columns is 2, rows let it be 1. So I'll click on 1 and you see now the single cell has been split into two cells. So it's very, very simple. Now another very important topic which you have is in some of the cases we have got this table and later on we don't want this table. I want this table, the data which is inside the table, to be acting as text, not as the table, not as the rows and the columns. I don't want these lines to be present there, but I want this data without these rows and columns. That means the text inside the table should be acting as text only, not as a table. So it's very, very simple. What we can do is I can convert the table the table of this document into text. So let us see how we can convert the text into table and table into text. First I'll teach you how to convert the table into text. First table, then go to the layout tab, then after that convert to text option is there. In the layout tab we have got the option called convert to text. Click on this, then after that see the different options here. The option which you have to select is tabs and click on the OK. Now you see I have got the table, but this table has got no rows and columns, but the data, that is text, in the table has been converted to simple text without the borderline. Now let us try to convert these text back to the table. Okay, let's see. Select, go to insert, go to the table group, and here we have got the option called as convert text to table. Select on it, then after that how many rows and how many columns you have to define. 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4 4 into 4. Click on OK. See, we have got the table which was there in the earlier case. This is very, very simple. Now sometimes we also need to split the whole table. Splitting the whole table, that means here we have got one table, and if you don't want this table into a single table, instead you need 2 or 3 tables. What you can do, you can split the table. Let us see how it can be done. Select, as soon as you select you get the design and the layout tab. Then let's say I want this table split into 2 tables. Go to the layout tab, then after that you have got the split table. Click on the split table and you will see these two rows will be acting as one table, and these 2 rows will be acting as a single table. In the same way you can merge the table. How we can merge the table? can go to layout and we can merge the table. And if you want to merge the table, simply see there is a gap between two tables. Now there, just press the delete key from the keyboard and you will see that the space between the two tables has been deleted. Now it will be acting as a single table. I hope you understood everything about the table, and that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep safe, stay healthy, goodbye.